welcome to 1087 The Fan Chicago. I'm Brock Golden along with,
I'm Owen Perry.
And Connor Sockelman.
we're going to start out opening our phones. Our number is 820-455-8013. Our categories today, our subjects are going to be Super Bowl contenders, college football playoffs contenders, and World Series. So, I'm going to start it off. We're going to start out with the Lombardi Trophy. Who do you think is going to get in this time?
Okay, I think the Seattle Seahawks are going to come back and make it in the NFC, and they're going to beat Green Bay in the NFC Championship again. And in the AFC, I kind of have a surprise. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to beat the Denver Broncos in the AFC Championship. I think it will be a 2006 Super Bowl rematch, Seahawks-Steelers, and I pick the Seahawks.
Well, I disagree with everything you just said. So, I'm going to go for my NFC team. I'm going to have to go with the Green Bay Packers. And in the AFC, I'm going to have to go with my Denver Broncos. Broncos, it's Peyton Manning's last season. He's an old man, but he's still good. He's got a couple receivers, Emmanuel Sanders, Marius Thomas. Just got a new tight end. I think he's going to destroy the league. But unfortunately, I think the Packers are going to win. I think Peyton's just not quite at this peak of his Super Bowl yet. He won one with Indianapolis, so I think he showed himself how good he is in the Super Bowl against Seattle. That's for sure. I almost cried. But yeah, I think Green Bay is going to take it home this year. What do you think?
I'm going to disagree with both of you. I think in the AFC, I got to go Colts. And in the NFC, I got to go 49ers. So in the NFC, 49ers, I think Colin Kaepernick's going to have a great year. Have some other supporting cast just do great this year. Come out and just kill it. And on the AFC, I think that Luck will do better than he has in the last couple of years, even though he's already done really well in the last couple of years. He's going to be very good this year with some of the other players he has. I think the Colts are going to be able to pull it out.
Well, what weapons do Luck have? Does Luck have? I mean, he's a great quarterback. I have to admit that. He beat the Broncos in the divisional series. So, what weapons do you think he has, though? How could he make it that far just by himself?
I don't really know what weapons he has, but I do know he has some great legs. He can make runs. If he's down low in the red zone, he can run it in himself. He's big, he can break tackles, and he has some good footwork.
I do agree. He does have some legs. All right, now we're going to start off with college football. We're going to do the playoffs. Who do you think's going to get into that Final Four this year?
Okay, so I think TCU will face Ohio State in the semis, either the Sugar Bowl or Rose Bowl. And then I think LSU and Alabama. And then I think LSU will beat Alabama. I think Ohio State will beat TCU. And in the final game, I pick LSU to win.
I think I disagree with you, especially for LSU, because they're in the SEC West, which is probably the toughest conference in all of college football. But you never know. There's Cinderella teams all over the college football. Oh, we got a caller. It's John Smith. John?
This is John Smith from good old Georgia. So, this year my Georgia Bulldogs, we've had some rough goings on it these past couple of years. But this year we got this Nick Chubb kid at running back. Best running back in college football, hands down. Is this finally the year my Bulldogs can pull it all together and hopefully get myself a nice little ring put on this finger.
I bet you said the exact same thing about Todd Gurley and what happened.
Well, he got injured. That's not his fault.
Todd Gurley was
Just
healthy.
as talented, though.
I say Georgia is not going to make it. They're not. They might get to this crappy bowl game, but they're not
Georgia's trash without Todd Gurley. I mean, they had a good quarterback, graduated. Todd Gurley graduated. I think, freshman running backs aren't going to win you national championships.
And who is their quarterback?
Yeah,
See?
exactly. So that's why I think, the SEC is a tough conference. The ACC is a tough conference. And they're going to have to face both those teams. So, both those divisions. So I think that they won't do anything. And now we're going to go to World Series, boys. Who do you think is going to make the World Series?
In the American League, I think the American League Championship is going to be a really close series between the Royals and the Angels, but I think the Angels will take it and face the LA Dodgers in the World Series. So we'll have two
So it's
LA
gonna
teams,
be-
and then I pick the Angels to win. They've just got great hitters, Mike Trout, Albert Pujols. I think they'll take it.
I'm going to say, for the National League, I'm going to have to go with the Washington Nationals. And for the American League, I'm going to have to go with Kansas City Royals. They're going to make it back from last year's disappointing Game 7. But unfortunately, I think Bryce Harper and Max Scherzer are going to take it right from them. They're just too dominant. What do you think?
I think neither of those teams are gonna make it. Actually, I think the Astros are gonna stay with it. They're gonna stay hot. Jose Altuve, George Springer when he comes back, Chris Carter, Correa, and they might not have some good pitching, but they have some great hitting and fielding. In the National League, I gotta go with the Cardinals, because the Cardinals are just so good. They have Waka, they have Carpenter, they have a great bullpen, they have Trevor Rosenthal in the back end. They have when Matt Holliday gets back, he's gonna be good. So yeah.
All right, well, I think that's going to do it for us on 108.7 The Fan Chicago.